I want to have the result of the election. I don't want to be waiting around for weeks and months and literally, potentially, if you really did it right, years, because you'll never know.
Trump baselessly suggests the election is going to be rigged. This is your 2020 fix. Basically, since the pandemic has started, President Trump has tried in multiple ways to cast doubt either on how the election will be conducted or how he would handle the election results. President Trump has tried to cast doubt on what would happen on Election Day or in the days and the weeks after we learn the results.
I don't want to delay. I want to have the election. But I also don't want to have to wait for 3 months and then find out that the ballots are all missing and the election doesn't mean anything.
He's suggested that he wouldn't accept the election results.
Like
Can you give a direct answer? You will accept the election?
I have to see. Look, I have to see. No, I'm not going to just say yes. I'm not going to say no, and I didn't last time either.
Probably the most sensational way the president has tried to cast doubt on the election is suggesting in a tweet that the U.S. delay the election. That is not in President Trump's power to do. It's Congress that sets the date of the election, and members of Congress in both parties very quickly ruled that out, changing or delaying the election date. It's November 3rd, 2020, period.
Well, never in the history of the country, through wars, depressions, and the Civil War, have we ever not had a federally scheduled election on time. And we'll find a way to do that again this November 3rd.
Trump has issued baseless, evidence-free accusations almost on a near daily basis that mail-in voting leads to total fraud. It's going to cause a rigged election. That will be the reason that we can't trust the results.
They think they're going to send hundreds of millions of ballots all over the United States and it's going to come out. You won't know the election result for weeks, months, maybe years after. Maybe you'll never know the election result, and that's what I'm concerned with. It'll be fixed, it'll be rigged.
Election experts really don't like to hear the president talk about the election this way. They say that more dangerous than the potential for fraud in voting by mail is that people just don't trust the results. State election officials could do everything right, but when you have the president for months and months repeatedly claiming that the election is going to be rigged or that it's so bad or wrong it should be delayed or there's so much fraud, it raises the question among some people of whether the election results were legitimate. That, election experts say, is the real concern about what Trump's doing, is that it causes people to lose faith in an American election.
This is going to be the greatest election disaster in history.